南方选手鲁宗武来自于佛山 GP 综合格斗俱乐部，他技术非常全面。他对手胡斯勒图来自于北京 T1 格斗俱乐部 ，JCK 战决成轻量级，官方排名第9。两位硬汉对决，谁能够斩获今晚的胜利？虎啸龙吟，锐不可当。
因为受伤几个月没打比赛了。 这次的状态恢复得很好，比任何一次都要好。
我是一个非常全面的选手，无论从站立、摔跤、缠斗还是地面锤击，我都是非常有信心的。而且我的体能这回也非常的充足。
我有100%的把握拿下他。我感觉我任何方面都要比他强。
我觉得我的对手除了超重和犯规抓龙网之外，他没有别的特色，我轻松拿捏他。
第一个回合就要降服 KO 他。
大话谁都可以说，在笼子里面看一看谁会 KO 谁。
连续的打击，非常的重，太可怕了，这都是完整发力。看到双方这是对撞式的，是对撞式的进攻。
等我收拾完你，我会肃清这个级别的所有人。
连续的砸拳，连续的打击，比赛结束了。胡斯勒图以上位地面锤击 TKO 的形式拿下了这场比赛的 TKO 胜利。
我相信我这一场比赛会是今晚最精彩的一场比赛。
It's time now for the co-main event, a lightweight scrap. Making his way to the cage now from the blue corner, it's the Rocket, Lu Jongwoo, hailing from Xining, the capital city of the province of Qinghai. He's 29 years old and stands at 180 centimeters tall, and he trains now in the southern province of Guangdong in the city of Foshan at GP MMA Club. The Rocket needs a win tonight, though he's won his MMA debut back in 2022, beating Liao Litong via ground and pound TKO in round 1. He hasn't won since, losing 3 straight, which is where his streak sits at now. He's got pro boxing experience and solid hands, which are really his best bet in this matchup, because he's facing a guy that trains with the national freestyle team daily. Stylistically, I feel Lu Jongwoo has a tough fight ahead of him. Saying that, he does have great coaches and training partners at GP MMA Club in Foshan, so don't count him out. He could surprise us with big improvements. After all, it's been 7 months since we saw him last. The Rocket, Woo Jong-yu, final preparations being made before he steps in the cage for this big fight in the co-main event.
He was talking some smack in the promo and at weigh-ins too. These guys don't like each other. He was criticizing his opponent for missing weight and committing fouls in his last fight and whatnot. I like that. I like a little bit of bad blood.
In a boxing match, I believe Lu Jongwoo can definitely beat胡斯勒图, like hands down. But this is MMA, and I think he's got a tough fight to be honest. Let's find out.
Making his way down to the JCK cage, fighting out of the red corner, it is胡斯勒图. Now, he is a hard-hitting, gritty, and very durable lightweight fighter. We've seen him in action 5 times in the JCK arena, with unfortunately only 1 victory, 3 losses, and 1 no contest result. But do not let this record fool you.胡斯勒图has a ton of skill and a lot of heart. He's an excellent grappler with good takedowns and ground and pound. As my partner Vaughn Anderson explained, he trains with with many members of the national wrestling team, and he has great wrestling techniques, great takedowns, great entries into his double legs, good level changes. And I think that is what is going to decide this fight. Is like, can Lu Zhongwu, can he stop the takedown? I think on the feet, Lu Zhongwu is probably the more polished striker. It's true.胡斯勒图gets a little wild on the feet. He has a lot of power in his shots, but he tends to throw these wild, almost sloppy hooks, trying to knock his opponent out with every shot. Whereas we've seen Lu Zhongwu be a little bit more measured with that crisp sort of boxing technique. But as I said, I think what's going to make the difference in this fight is the grappling. We know that胡斯勒图is a very good grappler. He had a bit of an unfortunate scenario in his last fight in JCK, where he actually had initially won the fight by TKO, but the result was changed to a no contest when it was found he was grabbing the cage. And looking forward to this fight, though. Great co-main event.
A look now at the tail of the tape. We see the Rocket enjoys a slight reach advantage.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 轻量级的比赛交锋，同时也是我们今天晚上的联合主赛。蓝方选手身高180公分，臂展178厘米，体重70.90公斤，年龄29岁，来自于佛山 GP 综合格斗俱乐部 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩8战6胜2负 ，JCK 战决胜战绩3战1胜2负，他就是火箭陆宗武。本场比赛，红方选手身高172公分，臂展173厘米，体重71.10公斤，年龄29岁，来自于北京 TY 格斗俱乐部 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩16战11胜5负 ，JCK 战决胜战绩5战1胜3负，1战无结果。他就是来自于中国的红方选手胡斯勒图。本场比赛场上裁判王金刚。
Time. Ready? Fight!
Here we are set for our co-main event between Lu Zhongwu in the blue and胡斯勒图in the red.
Lu Zhongwu opens up with a calf kick first.
As you said, he's got pro boxing experience, very crisp hands.
There's 2 hooks from胡斯勒图.
And there are those winging hooks I talked about with胡斯勒图.
胡斯勒图going for that takedown from far away.
Yeah, way too far out. No setup at all. You know, I thought one of the keys to this fight is to see what Lu Zhongwu's takedown defense is like. Because we know胡斯勒图is a good wrestler.
胡斯勒图cutting the angles. There's the double leg. Is he going to get it?
Now, you know, this is going to tell us a lot. Is he able to defend this shot? So far, so good. He got the underhook. So far, so good. I'm impressed.
And胡斯勒图gets the takedown. This is deep water for Lu Zhongwu.
That was a nice, like, sacrifice throw. Kind of like a lat drop.
胡斯勒图controlling well. Lu Zhongwu is really unable to move in this position. He's working for the underhook on that far side. He's doing all the right things.
Yeah. And he actually got the underhook there. Now let's see if he can get up on his hip and try to work his way up to his feet. Yeah, Lu Zhongwu did a good job of defending the initial takedown attempt, but not the follow-up. And now we have Hu Seo Letu working on taking the back.
Oh, here comes
A big mat return.
Look at Lu Zhongwu looking for the knee bar.
Okay, it looks like he's trying to wrap up a leg.
Fighting to get this into a 50-50 perhaps.
He's out of
Wow,
danger
Lu
for now.
Zhongwu is impressing me. I thought,
Oh, did he get hurt with that slam? It looked like that hurt him for a sec.
Lu Zhongwu able to fend off the attack so far. He's still in trouble, but he's doing better than I expected.
Yeah, his grappling is much better than I expected.
Beautiful takedown, ankle. Can you call that an ankle pick? I guess you can. Beautiful transition from Hu Seo Letu to get the fight to the ground. Lu Zhongwu using his feet to create distance. He's got to stand back up and start throwing some bombs.
Yeah, he has the opportunity here to get up. There's ample time, space, and distance.
Referee standing up. Lu Zhongwu, the action will continue on the feet.
Hu Seo Letu took a big deep breath there. Lu Zhongwu looks fresh. Let's see if he can pour it on here. Oh man, he's coming on. You know, on paper, we didn't really give Lu Zhongwu much of a chance in this fight. But he's actually game. He's hanging in there. He's got the better strikes on the feet, and he's not lost on the ground. It looks like Hu Seo Letu is stuck in the mud here on his feet. He stopped moving his feet and is just plodding around, flat-footed.
He can't be tired already, though.
It looks like he is. Like, his body language is not great.
He's trying to conserve energy. You know, one thing, Hu Seo Letu, he's told me he's training with Olympic team boxers every day. That does not mean his boxing is Olympic level.
His boxing is like...
You know, he's still got this kind of a major gap in his game where his hands are low and he's kind of windmills his hands.
And look, he has no footwork here. He's flat-footed, just kind of plodding around.
Well, you know, his thing is the ground game, but I can see, like, you know, Lu Zhongwu, you gotta be careful because he's a professional boxer. You can see Hu Seo Letu's hands are down, his mouth is open. He's asking to get knocked out right now.
Yeah, I'm not loving this body language from Hu Seo Letu. It looked like those high-amplitude throws and the grappling exchanges might have worn him out a little bit here.
Nearing the end of this first round.
Look at that, just winging those shots. And Lu Zhongwu able to stuff this one. We have a fight on our hands. Wow.
第一回合打得挺好，你赢了，
压迫感，小
知道吧
伙？记住，保持你的压迫感。
到地面别着急，打他，你先控制好。第二回合还是找机会去摔，把他都往龙面赶一赶，他不敢出动作，明白吧？
Take a look at some of our action. Early in the fight, we saw this double leg takedown transition into like this sacrifice throw, basically like a lat drop here. Hu Seo Letu hitting a high amplitude mat return, which I thought might have hurt Lu Zhongwu a little bit. I think it was this one actually. He looked a little stunned when he hit the ground. That doesn't tell the story of the whole round because Lu Zhongwu came on strong in the second half of that round.
Let's see if Hu Seo Letu has regained some energy during that break because he looked tired.
Set for round two between Lu Zhongwu in the blue and Hu Seo Letu in the red. Now, on paper, I really didn't give Lu Zhongwu much of a chance in this one. I thought, you know, here's a guy who's primarily a boxer, fighting MMA. He's like 1-3 in MMA, fighting a good grappler. Like,
I gave him a chance on the feet, but I didn't expect him to be able to get back to his feet once Hu Seo Letu got him down or defend the takedown at all as he has.
I think Hu Seo Letu needs to be careful here because Lu Zhongwu is starting to get his timing down, and he's got crisp hands. He's advancing forward, and you can tell he's trying to line up a bomb.
Grabbing that single leg.
Oh, okay.
Trip. He gets the fight to the ground.
And he's attacking the back.
Lu Zhongwu content to engage here on the ground.
He should disengage. He should disengage. He's the striker, right?
I believe. Well, you know, we might we might have it wrong.
Oh!
We believe he's at a disadvantage in the grappling department, but maybe we got it wrong.
Look at that, a little stumble there from胡斯勒图. Like I said, I don't like the body language of胡斯勒图. He looks tired, flat-footed, kind of stumbling around.
Oh, there's a short, hard punch and two more from胡斯勒图.
Swanging and banging in the center of the octagon. Look at that.
That's his classic style. You know, he just puts the head down and starts windmilling those monster bombs.
Yu Dongwu is game though. Landing a hard right hand to the body. The rocket.
I will be shocked if a professional boxer gets knocked out from someone throwing punches from the hip, but it might happen.
Like, you look at this and it doesn't look like a professional fighter's level of striking.
But he gets the job done, man. He gets the job done. He's got people with this, and he's scoring on Lu Zhongwu, who has legit boxing experience. It's just so unorthodox that it works.
Looks like we'll get a break in the action from an inadvertent finger to the eye. And after a quick break, we are back in action here, halfway through the second round.胡斯勒图is fatigued, but he is landing some of those winging shots. Okay, lands a little bit of a backhand after the jab missed. He does seem to be the more active striker. He is throwing more this round,胡斯勒图. Hard
low kick from胡斯勒图. Answered with a stiff punch from Lu Zhongwu.
Double leg shot, and he gets it in the middle of the octagon. And when you shoot in the open like that, if you're able to get your opponent down, they don't have the fence to prop up against and help them get back to their feet.
Very interesting. You see that胡斯勒图scored the takedown, stood up, and backed away from this position. I thought that was very strange.
See, you know, there's one area Lu Zhongwu could really improve on. He has the space to get up. He could get up here. He just needs to do a quick technical stand-up, get back to his feet. Running around here is胡斯勒图. He has the time and space. He has an opportunity to get up. He's using the underhook now.胡斯勒图trying to make his way around to the back.
Fantastic work from胡斯勒图finally to employ some of his wrestling genius here.
Let's see, okay. Lu Zhongwu rolls for a leg lock, and I feel like that might have been a tactical error.
Still, though, the clock is running out. It'll be very difficult for either fighter to finish the other in this short amount of time.
Still, you don't want to end the round like this, you know, on your back, eating elbows. So a bit of a momentum shift again in the second round here, with胡斯勒图ending the round on top, landing elbows.
Very good, nice. 第二回合就赢了，手拿起来，他没劲了已经。
停起来。
第三回合还是打一打，控制调整一下，找机会去摔一个压制推击，明白吧？过腿的时候多溜。
Let's take a look at some of the action from the second round. We saw some winging shots from胡斯勒图. A beautiful head outside single into a trip there. Look at these winging. That one connected with the forearm. He's got these wild swinging shots. And then at the end of the round here, he was able to secure the double leg takedown, finish on top, landing elbows. We are set to go here for our third and final round between Lu Zhongwu in the blue and Hu Silatu in the red. Vaughn, I think one word I would use to describe this fight thus far is unpredictable.
That's a good call. Both fighters swapping lead hands there. Low kick from Lu.
And again, we see this drunken boxing sort of style from Hu Silatu on the feet, where he's kind of just like stumbling around a little bit and throwing these wild hooks, but it works for him. Double leg again. Now this is a key moment here. Can Lu Zhongwu get back to his feet? This is a pivotal moment in our third round here. He needs to get up if he wants to win this fight. He's doing the right thing here, building a base, and he's back up to his feet. That's huge. Another takedown attempt here with the single leg, now into the double leg takedown. Hu Silatu puts him down with authority and lands into side control.
Plenty of time.
He's looking to go to crucifix here. This is big for Hu Silatu.
Lu Zhongwu wall walking, getting back to the turtle. Fantastic.
Got to get up. Oh, but he gets crumpled down to his back again. And this is definitely not good for our blue corner fighter. Hu Silatu is taking over.
3 minutes remaining in this fight. If it continues this way, we assume that Hu Silatu will take the victory. Lu Zhongwu riding a 3-strike losing streak. He did very well so far in this fight, but he really needs to take risks now and try to turn things around and get back onto the winning track.
It's tough now, honestly. You know, it's the third round. You're tired, you're sweaty, you're stuck in the bottom of side control against a guy who's a really good grappler. He's doing the right thing though. He used the underhook to get back up to his knees. Now he's got to turn and face his opponent. He can't give up his back like that. He's working at a deficit here because, you know, even if he gets up to his feet, he's spent the last 3 minutes getting positionally dominated. But that's what he needs to do. He needs to separate and work some of his striking again and try to score something big. But right now, he's stuck against the fence, getting leaned on, carrying Hu Silatu's weight. I mean, it's just a miserable feeling when you're down on the scorecards. You're getting positionally dominated by a good grappler. You're tired, pressed against the fence here, carrying your opponent's weight.
The referee stands them back up. Lu Zhongwu gets a second chance here, a final chance perhaps, to win this fight. He's really got to go for broke now.
He's got to go for it. There's a minute 20 left. He's probably down on the scorecards.
Standing in the southpaw stance.
He could conceivably win the round if he rocked Hu Silatu, like put him down with a hard shot, something like that. Oh, that knee almost scored.
Now he's looking.
He's going for the guillotine, perhaps.
He needs it inside the final minute of the fight.
It's tough when they're so sweaty, though.
Hu Silatu gets the fight to the ground again, and it will be very difficult for Lu now to get back to his feet or to get into a dominant position.
I think that's it. That's probably going to be the fight. There's 30 seconds left. Multiple takedowns scored for Hu Silatu. He pulled it out. I didn't think it was looking good for him. You know, towards the end of the first round, he was looking tired. But he was able to find his second win, work that wrestling, get takedowns in round 2 and 3, spend a lot of time on top. And that's probably going to win him the fight. All right, 5 seconds. Let's see something crazy. And time, and that's
We'll go to the judges' scorecard to see who won this fight.
Let's take a look at some of the action from this fight. I mean, the story really was the wrestling of胡斯勒图. Beautiful sacrifice throw he hits there. Some big high amplitude mat returns here in round one. It was a little concerning when he started to look a little fatigued towards the end of the round. Lu Zhongwu was able to capitalize on that and land some good shots, but then again in the second round,胡斯勒图returns to his wrestling attack and is able to dominate the rest of the fight on the ground. Here he hits another double leg takedown, takes his opponent down pretty easily, and is able to control heavily from top position. And I believe he'll probably come away with a pretty comfortable decision win.
接下来宣布比赛结果：1号裁判30比27 ，Judge number 1 32-27；2号裁判30比27 ，Judge number 2 32-27；3号裁判30比27 ，Judge number 3 32-27。本场比赛3位裁判一致判定红方胜。